6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This give is to McCoy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. First down throw, Darnold. Got some room at the 30. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second down and 10. Darnold steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long, it's Darnold. They're trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Trayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Set! 319! 319! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen throwing on second down. And he slides to avoid the hit. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
No. Jack, Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Over! All right, here we go. Blue 90.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a handoff to Corral. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it with Corral. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So that'll back him up 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Now it's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kelvin Benjamin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's got room. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. Look at the spin. And he tried to bounce Gets it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Allen off the play fake, rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. Fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. 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 Hut, hut.
Darnold on 1st down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On third and long, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Over. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are in for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, Darnold. Going deep for Benjamin. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kelvin Benjamin with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now running right through it. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Lucky 56. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56.
On second down, here's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Gone!
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. But he's got it to Burns. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Avery Williamson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Detroit!
On first down, Allen buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Watch it now, Barney!
Again to McCoy. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Over!
Here's Darnold. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
McCoy. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle?
Watch it now, Barney!
That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah,
there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 34 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
Watch it now, Barney! Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over them. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 36 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's again to Crowell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over!
And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now Darnold. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And another example right there, Charles. McCoy is good getting the ball handed to him. He's also dangerous in the passing game.
You put him in space, and you've got trouble as a defense. And they organize that one very well because, you know, the screen game, when they're deceptive that way and they create that space for him, look out, and he turned into a heck of a play.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot! Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a